project would bring 190 units built in the 60s and 70s up to modern standards, but it will cost a total of $21 million. Now, WBOC's Mid-Year Bureau Chief Tyler Butler joins us live from Cambridge tonight. And Tyler, one commissioner says he's just concerned about who will be handling this major project and why they need it.
Ward 3 Commissioner Frank Cooke wrote an email last week that sort of rallied the troops in a way for a city council meeting, a special city council meeting that started tonight at 5 o'clock to discuss these upgrades. Now, since the city council has to more or less approve these upgrades before they move forward, Cooke says he wants to know more information about where this money will be going. They don't look like much, but then again, that's the whole point. Modest living for people that need the financial assistance. But even still, compared to other housing projects in Cambridge, the units around Greenwood Avenue are a bit behind the times. Ward 2 Commissioner Donald Sydnor says the time has come to fix them up.
They have gone through some repair, but now we have an opportunity to do extensive repairs to make it better living conditions for the residents of that particular area.
The properties, if they were normal apartments, would net the city $175,000 annually, according to Ward 3 Commissioner Frank Cooke. Instead, the Housing Authority pays $15,000 in lieu of taxes. Except Cooke says they haven't done that for years.
We've not received payments for 2012, 2013, 2014, and none yet for 2015.
Cooke says based off that track record, he's concerned about a $21 million project. But Sydnor says that issue will be sorted out.
They have already told us that they will be willing to they will pay those funds up front.
And up their annual payment to $35,000. But Cooke is still not convinced.
But I can tell you this, I'm not entering into a new agreement with the same individuals until I know what the problems are, how the monies are to be spent, and at this point I probably want an audit.
Sydnor and Mayor Jackson Stanley, though, say the improvements are worthwhile and are on track with similar upgrades to government projects in Salisbury and across the country. The Housing Authority told us we could not knock on doors and ask neighbors what they thought about these upgrades because it was government property. However, we did ask a few neighbors who we bumped into on the street what they thought, and they said that the neighborhood is in dire need of upgrades to bring it up to par with neighboring, much more modern housing projects here in Cambridge. Reporting live on the Midshore, Tyler Butler, WBOC News, Cambridge.
All right, Tyler, thanks. Now, the Housing Authority of Cambridge approached the city last week asking them to approve the $21 million upgrade plan. That money is coming from a Department of Housing and Urban Development program, which hinges on the city approving a $35,000 annual payment in lieu of a $175,000 property tax. Now, Sydnor says the upgrades will be done in 30-unit blocks. No one would be forced out of a home, but they may need to be relocated during the upgrade process in Cambridge.
Well, just